up? It's Monday as I'm recording this, and the RLCS Spring Major happens this Wednesday. I thought I might as well just do a predictions video because everyone's doing them, and I thought I would obviously step in and show the right predictions. But seriously though, if before we get into that, make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and most importantly, enjoy. Prediction time from the number one SSL in the entire world. These are obviously the most correct predictions. And if you say otherwise, then you're wrong because these are correct and it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go off the layout of the actual days. If I can, I'll pop up a picture of the schedule. I'll just clarify it real quickly. The first day we have the first rounds and the second round of upper quarterfinals. So the second day we only have the first round of lower round ones. The third day we have lower round two. The fourth day I believe is upper. I don't know, round three, I guess, upper round three, as well as the lower round three and lower quarters. So these are upper semis, lower quarters, lower round three, whatever. Day four, we have I think this, or I don't know. I'll pop up the schedule. It's whatever. I haven't looked at it in a couple hours, and I stayed up all night, so I'm really tired now, and I'm probably gonna stutter a lot in this video, but that doesn't matter. So yeah. Anyways, correct predictions coming up now. We're gonna go ahead and start. So, first match we have G2 Esports versus Gaming Gladiators. I love Gaming Gladiators, but to be honest with you, they are probably the worst APAC region team to make it in the RLCS. I think Detonator and Tokyo Verde are just better than them, but to be fair, they got here, so they do have potential to show. I don't see an upset against G2. I think that's a rough first match, so I think we're instantly going to go off and say that's an easy 3-0. G2 pass it on, they go through. It's no question, pretty easy. Um, this one right here is a very very difficult one because they are both amazing teams. If you don't know, in the Winter Major, Furia made it to what I think top six, I believe, being the first time a South American team has made it that far. I'm pretty sure the last time that any outer region, non-main region, I don't know what the thing is called, I forgot, was like Renegades or whatever, Chiefs ESC or something like that, back in one of the RLCS World Championships, and they made like top 12. So for Fury getting top six, it's crazy. They might be able to do it again. And me personally, I think Carmine being their very first um, regional event, or not regional, LAN event. I am sorry, I'm out of it right now. It's not great right now. I have an energy drink right here, and that's gonna keep me going. Hopefully, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna lose my mind halfway through this. Anyways, I think Furia do take this. I think Carmine's gonna get that nervousness feeling of them. They're a good team. I just I think that Furia just had the experience for one. They're not gonna be as nervous, and they're a South American team. Every South American team plays fast. So I think this will go to a 3-1. I think Carmine will start off pretty on top of it, but get a little nervous after the first win, and it would just go to 3-1. Version one Endpoint, another really close one. Endpoint looks really good with Archie on the team. Um, but I think version one just has more experience with it. I don't think Archie hasn't made a land since Fall Major. When he was playing with Simper, and this is a completely different team. So Endpoint's a really good team. I don't see them beating V1. V1's a very strong team. And they have made a huge just show up recently, like crazy come up in the scene. Um, it's funny to think that version one in RLCS X was a bubble team, and now they're a top five team consecutively. So pretty good. They're like the number three seed in NA. Where Endpoint's like the number five seed. Anyways, I think version one takes this. I think this will go close. I think it'll go 3-2, but I do think version one do clutch it up in the end. You know what it is. I think this is another pretty easy one. I think Envy will actually get a game on Moist. I think Moist will start off pretty slow like they usually do, but Moist just take it pretty easily. This one isn't really anything. I love Secret. It's a great team, but BDS, it's basically like the Gaming Gladiators G2 Esports. It's basically that. It's your number one seed for both of your main regions versus your back lower regions. I don't know what it's called. I keep forgetting. Now this one I've heard a lot for a potential upset. And although I think Pioneers is a really good team, and Space Station can start off really slow sometimes, I don't see them starting off really slow enough to lose to Pioneers. I might be just biased completely because Space Station is my team. If you don't know, which you probably don't, because I've never mentioned that on here. Anyways, yeah, Space Station. I think they'll take it 3-0. I think Pioneers got a game on them in the winter, but I don't think it's happening again. Face Power, the other Australian team, um, really good team, but against Face, I think this was the number 2 seed, I believe. Um, I may be lying. Maybe the number 3 seed in version 1 was number 2. I don't remember. But I don't see them being it. I think they'll get a game, but I don't think they'll beat FaZe. All right. Team Liquid versus Falcons. This is Team Liquid with Oscar Tau and a Chronic. They have looked amazing. I'm so proud of this team. They have grown so much, and it just looks phenomenal. I'm so happy for this team. But as I'm saying that, I am kind of going on their downfall. Because I do think Falcons take this. I think Liquid is a strong team, and I think, to be fair, if they were very confident in this, I think they could possibly have a good game or even take down Falcons. But I think being their first land for all 3 players, they're going to be a little nervous, and I think they'll get up the Falcons. So I think it will go 3-2, but I think Falcons do take it. Okay, once again, day 1 goes through upper quarters as well. So we're gonna go through that real quick, and then we're gonna go down to lower round 1 and through that way. Okay, so here we go. G2 Esports is Furia. If you don't know, this was the upper bracket in the winter. G2 took down Furia 4-2, and I honestly think it will happen again if it wasn't in the upper quarters. This is only a best 5, so I think personally this is going to go to a 5. I think this is really great, but I think G2 will take it in the end. Furia is an amazing team, and to be honest, I think if they're playing very, very good, I think they could technically take G2 down. G2 looked a bit rough against FaZe, but to be fair, I think really I still think they'd beat Furia here. Furia's, like I said, they could beat G2, but I think G2 is just that consistent. And they're always that clutch team, pretty much. They clutch up like whenever they need to. So, pretty good team. I don't see them losing this, even though I think it will be close. Version 1 Moist, both really good teams. Moist being my European team. They're my European space station. They're definitely a troll team, and I love them when they were on queso. They also were second place in the Winter Major, and they have definitely slowed down a bit. But they did win the last regional, so they're going to have a lot of confidence going into this. So, I do think against version 1, it's going to be a close game, but I still think they take it in a 5. Actually, you know what? I think we'll go with a 3-1. I do want to get a quick upset in here. So, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go with this. I want to get an upset, but I don't know for sure. You know, guess we'll see. Let's see. BDS Space Station. I love BDS. Good team, great team. I love Space Station even more, but um, I think BDS take it. I think it's gonna go to a game 6. That tends to be where Space Station lands when they go against upper teams. Like whenever Energy was popping off, they would usually take it to a game 6. When Envy was going good, I don't remember, and I don't really care either. But I would say a game 6 is a pretty good spot, especially against how BDS has looked. They've looked phenomenal. But yeah. Anyways, going up next, FaZe Clan and Falcons, both really good teams. Falcons do have the chance to beat FaZe Clan, and they could technically get an upset here. But I think FaZe Clan, they're not going to be like Liquid. They're going to have the experience. They're not going to be as nervous. So I think they do take it. I think it will go 32. I don't know what I'm talking about this. This won't go there. That will go in like that. Um, I don't know what I was thinking here. Anyways, yeah. I think FaZe do take Falcons. Um, but I think it would be a close game, and I think it'd probably go to a game 5 overtime if, I was going well with my dream bracket. I think FaZe take it, though. Anyways, going down to lower round 1. This is where the first teams go home. This is where you either go 0-2, 1-2, or you make the lower bracket run of your life. Because I think that, well, to be fair, I think a couple of these teams could make a good run, but I don't see them beating some of these top teams, the top four teams in the upper bracket. Not right now, at least. Karma Corp, Gaming Gladiators. I love, like I said, I love Gaming Gladiators, but I just don't see them having anywhere up close to the competition there is. I do think they will get a game on Carmine. Carmine is like a slower team, and they do kind of tend to like mess around a bit, I guess, like kind of sell, but then they'll clutch it up in the end. I don't see them really losing the Gaming Gladiators, but I think they'll lose a game. You know, it's close, but you can go either way on it. I think they'll lose a game. They just tend to do that. Yeah, it's whatever. Endpoint Envy. I really don't care for these teams. Um, but I do think that Envy has not looked great, and they have just not been showing up where they need to be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of surprised they even got into the major. Compared to what they used to be, especially with Drees on the team. Drees is an amazing team, but I guess I get with the team they're playing, they have looked better with Adlu coming back in and replacing Turbo. But I think that they just still haven't been performing where they need to be. Great that they got to a major. It was really lucky though, but it's whatever. I don't see them going again. I think Endpoint take it. I think I'll go to a game 5, but I think Endpoint do take it in the end. They seem like more of the clutch team. They got Metanars. He's clutch, I guess. Anyways, Team Secret Pioneers, your two uh lower. I have no idea what the name is. The non-major regions, the minor regions. That's what they're called. Minor regions. Going up against each other. But it's the battle of minor regions. Team Secret's a good team. Pioneers, I think, is better though. I think Pioneers has more experience when it comes up to stuff. I know Secret played BDS and all that, and they just have it, but they just didn't look great against BDS. Obviously, not where they need to be. They looked pretty good, but not where they needed to be against BDS. So with that being said, I think Pioneers take it. I think they'll take it 3-1. It could be a lot closer than what it looks like on here. I think it may go to a couple overtimes, but I think Pioneers take it. Power Liquid. I think Liquid will get their nerves calmed by this point. It's day 2, so they'll have their nerves calmed. I think they'll take it, and I think they'll take this probably 3-0 because Liquid is a very, very strong, dominant team. They play fast. They play really mechanical. Oscar and Tao are great looking players, so I'd see them doing pretty well. All right, this right here. This is where a lot of bigger teams go home. Obviously, you know, your lower round ones, you do have some major teams. You have Power going home. You have Secret going home, Envy and NA, and then you have Gaming Gladiators, which is kind of expected. But this is where you tend to get the more better teams going home. So this is more of you have to do or die here. Yeah. So first round, we have Falcons versus Carmine Corp. Both great teams. I think this definitely has upset potential, and I don't really know what upset potential could be. I don't know if it'd be Carmine beating Falcons or Falcons beating Carmine. I guess technically upset would be Falcons beating Carmine since that is a minor region, and Carmine's in the major region. But I think Falcons do kind of lose their steam right here. I think Falcons could take Carmine, but I think Carmine are going to look very strong, and Falcons won't be able to keep up. Or they will, but it's going to be close, and you know what I mean. Anyways, I think this goes 3-2. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea when these change to 4-1, so we're going to start it right here. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, Space Station versus Endpoint. Endpoint strong team. They're not beating Space Station. 3-1, maybe. Pioneers version 1, that's going to be an easy 3-0. Version 1's a very strong team. Furia, Liquid, very, very close teams, and these can go either way. I think Furia is a stronger team. I think Furia's got the more LAN experience, so they'll be more confident. And they just lose to G2, but they brought it to a game 5, and that's the day before, or whatever, blah blah blah. Or no, it's like 2 days before at this point. Anyways, whatever. It's still pretty good. It'd still be a pretty good game, I think. But I think Fury would take it, and I think it'll go 3-1. I think Liquid will look strong in it, but they won't really keep up in terms of like overtimes, or they'll get overtimes and get really nervous and kind of just play it off. Anyways, now we have the lower round 3. I don't know which way this is going in order. I'm not sure. I don't remember, and I don't really care either. Actually, no, we'll start with upper bracket because this is tend to where this is where we get to experience the better matches at the more, you know what I mean. Anyways, G2 versus Moist. This was your Winter Grand Finals. Um, and obviously Moist at the time queso. Sorry. Bracket reset G2, but G2 took it in the end 4-2 after the bracket reset, and it was in a game 7 in the first one. So with that being said, G2 have only gotten better. I love Moist, but I think this is going G2's way. BDS FaZe, strong team. But I think BDS are stronger. I think that will only go to a 4-1. Not crazy, but whatever. All right, back down to lower round threes. We have Carmine versus Space Station Gaming. Um, could be close. Could go either way. I think Space Station will be more confident going into it. And I'm gonna start. I actually know. I'm pretty sure the best of 7 start right here in lower. So this will be another best of 3. So this is gonna go, I think, in favor of Space Station. I think Carmine will bring it close, keep it close, but I think Space Station take it in the end. Version 1 Furia. I really want to keep Furia's Dream alive to get another top 6, because how phenomenal would that be? But I think version 1, it could go either way, and I can definitely see you switching opinions on this one. I understand if you do. I think personally version 1 will take it, just because I think it would be very, very close. This is probably the most likely to be the closest match in the entire series, or the entire tournament, if anything. It'd be very close. So yeah. All right, lower quarterfinals. We're almost there. We're almost to day 5. That's the exciting part. So Moist Space Station. This was to decide third place of second and third place of the last one. This was your lower finals of the last major for winter. Um, and Moist did win that, and I don't think that will change. I know Moist looked pretty different, pretty not as good. Um, this the split, but I think they'll look pretty strong for the major, and I think they'll take it. I think it could go to a 7, but I'm gonna put it in 6 because I think, I don't know. I just feel it. It's like that. That's what Space Station does. Always game 6. FaZe version 1. I don't think this is like really anything to like. This could be a close game. I think FaZe are stronger. I think they'll take. I think version 1 will actually be close to go with the first game 7, because FaZe just tend to sell. They might get like a 3-game lead, and then just barely save themselves from the reverse sweep. Whatever. So I think version 1 are very strong too. I don't see them taking on FaZe personally. Other people might. That's just me. Anyways, back up to the upper finals. We have G2 versus BDS. This is a very, very close match. This could go either way, and I could definitely see you going for either pick on this. Personally, I'm gonna go a little biased. I'm from North America. We're gonna give it to G2 and Game 7. Actually, no, we'll give this in Game 6, because BDS up until this point haven't faced too tough a competition. Obviously, Space Station have been pretty tough competition for them, bringing it to a Game 5. But and Space Station being one of the very few teams that have almost beaten G2, almost reverse sweeping them. FaZe obviously being the team that did beat G2 twice in the same tournament, so they might be a little bit better. But against BDS, they're a little different. I think G2 take it to be against BDS. I don't think BDS will have the they'll be facing pretty easy competition up to then, and then be surprised by G2. So yeah. Anyways, Moist Phase. I love Moist and I love Phase, and I want to see them both do good. I think Phase are a strong team, but I think Moist just will be bigger. I think Phase can keep this close, and they will look like I don't know what's happening here. That's a W. Two. Anyways, um, let's see. I think Moist will look like the better team. I think Phase will look good, but they'll sell and kind of choke. I think this will go to a game 6. I don't know, game 6. And plus they probably are very nervous. I think this is a complete another day from this one. So, oh well. Anyways, BDS Moist. This decides who goes to grand finals to face G2 for the possible chance of getting the major title. BDS versus Moist. Moist just beat BDS in the regional final for Regional 3. But I don't see them doing it again. I think BDS will take it. I think we'll get to game 7, being the second game 7 of this entire tournament. And yeah, okay. So, with that being said, we are now into the grand finals. Now, if you actually do watch this video and watch it all the way through, well, first of all, thanks for watching all the way through. Appreciate it. And also, comment down below who you think's gonna win. Um, Appreciate it. I want to see your thoughts. So, let's do that. Anyways, yeah. Um, Let me get my personal thoughts. I think both these teams are really, really good. G2 BDS, obviously G2 beating them in the upper finals. I think G2, this is gonna be a close game. I think BDS will be a little warmed up right now. G2 won't be. So I think this will go a game 6 in favor of BDS, getting the bracket reset. But I think in the end, BDS lose to G2 Esports in 7. So that means making your back-to-back major champions G2. Um, I can see this going in multiple different ways, and I've seen a lot of crazy brackets where it's like Falcons versus Liquid in the end, or Falcons versus FaZe, and Falcons win the major. That would be a crazy one, but this is just my personal realistic off of previous things. Probably a little bit of bias in it, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. This is my bracket, and we'll go over it real quick. G2 3-0 Gaming Gladiators, Fury 3-1 Carmine Corp, version 1 3-2 Endpoint, could go either way. Moist 3-1 Envy, BDS 3-0 Secret, Space Station 3-0 Pioneers. I can see Pioneers getting a game. FaZe 3-1 Power, Liquid 3 or Falcons 3-2 Liquid. I can definitely see that going either way too. Lower round ones. Carmine beat Gaming Gladiators 3-1. Endpoint beat Envy 3-2. Could go either way. I see Endpoint more. Pioneer Secret. Pioneers beat Secret 3-1. I could see go either way. Personally, I think Pioneers are better. Liquid 3-0 Power. I could see Power maybe getting a couple games, but I don't see them beating Liquid. Up to round 2 for uppers. We have G2 3-2 Furia. Could go either way. I think G2 looks stronger. They probably are. Moist 3-1 version 1 could go either way, depending on how Moist play. BDS 3-2 Space Station. I think I might have overestimated Space Station potential right there, but it could go to a game 5, and Space Station could take them if they're feeling it. Whatever. Falcons lose 2-3 to FaZe Clan. I could see that going either way. I could see Falcons moving on. It'd be really cool if that happened, but I don't see it. Falcons dropped to lower round 2, losing to Carmine Corp 3-2. Space Station beat Endpoint 3-1, version 1 3-0 Pioneers, Furia 3-1 Liquid. I can definitely see the Liquid Furia go either way, but I think Furia are stronger. I can definitely see Carmine and Falcons going another way too. Could happen. So lower round 3, we have Carmine losing 2-3 against Space Station. Space Station moving on. Could technically go either way. I think that's a little bit of bias from me. Anyways, version 1 Fury could definitely go either way. I see that probably being the one that goes either way the most likely. So that's just me. Up to round 3 and uppers. G2 4-2 Moist Esports could go the way. I see that probably being the most likely result, but depends. Um, BDS 4-1 FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan could get a couple more games, but I think BDS ultimately take it. Lower quarterfinals, Moist versus Space Station. I think Space Station lose 2-4 against Moist. Could go the way. Whatever. Maybe. Depends on Moist play. Version 1, lose 3-4 against Space Clan. Could technically go the way. I see FaZe being the stronger team. But a game 7 is pretty close, and I could definitely see them taking it and FaZe choking like they usually do. Going to lower semifinals, we have Moist versus FaZe Clan. Moist take over FaZe Clan. I think they're the stronger team. Then we're gonna go to up final G2 BDS, G2 versus BDS, G2 4-2 BDS. I could see that going either way, but I think G2 look like the stronger team, and also a little bit of bias probably in that lower final. Sorry, BDS gets Moist. I think it'll be close. I think BDS take it. They're the stronger team. They probably are the stronger team, and you know what I mean. Going into our grand finals, G2 against BDS. I think BDS would be a little warmed up, so they'll take it 4-2 against G2 Esports to get the bracket reset, whereas ultimately losing to G2 Esports in Game 7, making a back-to-back major champion in G2 Esports. So, rate how I did in the comment section down below, how accurate mine is to yours, or how do you think mine will do. Also, before we get into that, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. Also, please follow my social medias. All links are in the description down below. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.